Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Am I live? Okay, I'm going to. Ooh. Hello. Hi. Hi. Let me see if I'm live. Mm. I'm still getting used to the new setup. Okay, yeah, I'm live here. Am I live here? Okay. Riveting stuff. Terrific. Ugh. Hmm. Okay. I have to see if this stabilizes. This should. Okay, I'm gonna stop fidgeting with it. Hello? Is my audio okay? Yeah, it looks okay. I don't know why my camera's not focusing. You know what? I might have impeccable taste, but I do not have good camera work. I'm not good with cameras. Cameras are not my friends. But I do got my glass of wine. Ooh, camera really didn't like that. Okay. Love to have a little sippy sip. There's cables all around me, so I do not want to be electrocuted. Alcohol will electrocute you, right? Okay. So, first thing, before I talk about anything else, fast food companies continue to betray me. This is unbelievable, unprecedented, and honestly, someone should do something about it. I am, of course, talking about McDonald's. Last time it was Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is now uh, canceled. I have canceled Pizza Hut. They're never coming back. They're never recovering from this. Of course, as you know, they no longer have corn in their menu, so I cannot put corn in my pizza. And that is a travesty, honestly. Who could have done such a thing? Pizza Hut. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Hut. So the new fast food place that has betrayed me is McDonald's. McDonald's, who had the best burger, the best fast food burger in this country, has now decided to retire the Premium Tasty, which was the best burger that you could have gotten at that place. If you do not know what a Premium Tasty is, actually, you know what? Even if you do know what a Premium Tasty is, you cannot understand how heartbroken I am about this. My bits suck ass. Uh, I have to. Oh no. So I have to remove my gloves. Don't look at me like this. I know. It's a sad shame, but I must. Because I have to text my brother. Ah, someone is live. Uh, all right. At least I have someone to raid after this. So, as lawyer viewers will know, Shireen is usually here, but tonight she is not. Well, today. Today for her, tonight for me. But that's okay. We're still going to do our usual thing. Uh, let's see. Okay. I swear, one of the ways that I could die is just choking on my own spit. All right. So, oh my God, my voice sounds so. My voice sounds so pathetic. It's the coughing. The coughing makes my. Okay. Oh, all right. There are my bits. Uh. Hmm. All right. For those of you who don't know, people here use WhatsApp to communicate, and like, oh, it updated. Gross. But you know what? It's better than using data. No, not data. The fucking unlimited text. My brain is stupid. Okay, unlimited text. You don't want to use that. All right. So, as promised from last time, I am bringing to you a video about the Ryan Haywood situation because I'm tired of people acting like the Ned thing from the Try Guys was the first time that something like this had happened. It's like, no, this video is from 2 years ago. And it's about, like I said, an even worse situation. Because not only was this dude married, which that's just shitty. I'm gonna be honest. Uh, cheating on your spouse should not be as life destroying. Like, it's not a good thing to do, don't do it. But, like, it should not ruin your chances of ever getting a job on the internet. But he was cheating on his wife with several fans, some of which were underage. In every single one of the encounters, he was like weirdly dominating and rough, even with people that had explained to him that, hey, no, we haven't, like, I haven't had sex before and like stuff like that. So, you know, this is a video. It kind of explains the Ryan Haywood situation. I watched a couple, and this was the one that felt like it has a lot of information and a lot of uh, the actual proof that a lot of people had against him. So, uh, good video about a terrible subject. I'm gonna put it that way. If you want to know about a horrible thing that someone did in a video, this is the video for you. This is the precursor to the Netfilmer situation. If you thought wife is like, and he was also a wife guy. He was very much always talking about his wife and his kids and whatever. And it's just like, yeah, this is where it gets you. Uh, all right, let's move on to something better, hopefully. Ooh, okay. Ooh, ooh. So, as always, this is Amanda from Swell Entertainment. Good video. It's about, you know how you have all those smart watches that track your health and whatever? They made a ring that is like, less bulky, cuter. I would say cuter. Uh, you know, and I like that. Uh, she reviews it. She has been using it for like a month or so. And honestly, so my personal opinion is that I do hate, I don't hate technology as a whole, but I do not like being spied on. I do not like people getting my information. And I think that smartwatches are the most, how do you say this? The most invasive of everything because they know your heart rate and your breathing and your, I don't know, a heart rate. What they know how you sleep. They know how you exercise, when and where and how. And I do not like that. I do not like a piece of technology having this much information on me. But she was talking a lot about how it tracks her sleep and she really likes that. And I see what she means. And she almost got me until she mentioned the price. And it's like over $300. Over $300 for a ring that tracks you. And on top of that, you gotta pay to use the app. So, on one hand, you know, I could benefit from tracking my sleep because I sleep like a person that doesn't sleep well. I do not sleep well. What's the opposite of a baby? But I think old people sleep well too. Like a college student, I sleep like a college student, either too much or not at all. Anyway, so she almost got me a good review, and then the price. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, next video. Ooh, okay. So, a friend of mine was actually talking to me about getting the app Be Real. And I was like, I don't know. I don't think so. And then I found this video that kind of breaks down how even Be Real is kind of fake, you know? And that's why I don't have social media. I know that I'm doing a live stream right now, but other than that, I don't use Instagram. I don't have TikTok. I have a Twitter that I don't use. Like, I get the appeal of social media as like a way to connect, but also I do not want to be hit in the head every day with the opinions of so many people. And like, I already feel like everything happens so much. I feel like if I used social media, I would crumble under the pressure of, oh my God, everything is too much. Yeah, no, and this kind of breaks down how even like we're craving authenticity after some time of social media just selling us these extremely like polished versions of people's lives. But Be Real is not really the antidote to that. It's just a new way to fake authenticity. And you know what? I think the best way to be authentic is to just be authentic. You don't need an app for that. Uh, all right, next video. Ooh, all right. So, this is, of course, Strange Eons. And she's talking about some videos from the early 2000s. And, okay, so I was thinking, because she was talking about, like, she made a video like this before. And she talked about stuff that I knew about, but I don't know if I experienced. In this video, I have like seen a lot of the stuff that she was talking about. Let's see. Yeah, I have seen the dancing kitty cat video. Yeah, I have seen this before. What else? The Numa Numa guy, of course, I have seen that. Uh, what else? The Dancing Through the Ages. I have actually haven't seen that. Yeah, I haven't seen that. What else? Oh, banana phone? No, it's yeah, this is banana phone. But I didn't see that version of banana phone. I saw some version of banana phone at some point, but just not that, which is apparently the original version. Then of course you got salad fingers, which I think I talked about it here. I watched like a whole series retrospective on salad fingers and like less on what it means and more of what it is, which is a lot of fun when something is as strange as salad fingers. I remember salad fingers freaking me out when I was a kid. Uh, what else? Of course, Fred. We can't forget Fred. If you want a good video on Fred, it's the whole Quentin reviews thing. He did a video on Fred. Hmm. Before he did his video on iCarly. Oh, sorry, I froze. And what else? Yeah, the whole Fred saga. Of course, as the movies, which was it's still fun. And then you got Annoying Orange, of course. That I talked Pinely had a video on it a little while ago that was all about like Annoying Orange and how it became this huge thing, even though it really didn't need to be. But oh well. No, and I was thinking, it has to be around the same time that epic rap battles of history became like a huge thing. because I remember they had to have come out around the same time. And like, does anyone remember it? There's one lyric from this is the kind of stuff that gets stuck in my brain. There is one lyric from Beethoven against Justin Bieber that's stuck in my brain forever. That's look at what the cat dragged back from the dead. It looks like Chewbacca wiped his ass on your head. And I don't know why my brain has chosen to stick with that forever, but it has, and I'm very upset. All right, next video. Okay, so this is Schaffrillas, uh, Schaffrillas Productions, uh, and it's a video about how he had previously done a video of how we were taking the MCU for granted because yeah, the initial things with the MCU were really groundbreaking and stuff like that, creating like a whole universe to tell a compelling story in such a way. But he talks about how they kind of lost that with the newer phase of the MCU, phase 4, I think. Like, he speaks as someone that didn't even watch some of the things, but he makes the concession like, okay, let's say that the stuff that I haven't watched is amazing, is incredible, is the best thing ever. That would just be a small percentage of what's actually coming out now and of the whole thing. And it's kind of how the MCU now expects its audience to keep up with whatever they decide to do, even if it's not good. And yeah, I mean, I watched his video on Thor 4, Love and Thunder, and I kind of he mentions that he was really looking forward to this, really looking forward to Thor because yeah, uh, I, Taika Waititi has done such a good job before, and he's so good at comedy in general. Like, I love What We Do in the Shadows. I've been watching the series. I apparently I fell off from watching the series for so long that there's 2 new seasons for me to watch, which is kind of terrific. I love winning. And this is a big win for me because I get so much content that I now get to watch. So yeah, I've been making my way through that, and I was talking about Taika Waititi because I was talking about Thor. Yeah, so he kind of it was it was not great. It wasn't even. I think it didn't take itself seriously, and that kind of sucks. Which is something that he says in the review of Thor 4 too. And you know, I agree. Whether you agree or not, you know, uh, the MCU is feeling kind of bloated lately, and kind of like you have to keep up with a million things in order to enjoy the next movie. So I think it might be losing some people. All right, next video. Ooh, okay. We love Caitlin Reilly. Caitlin. Caitlin Reilly? I can't pronounce names. Uh, this is basically. It's a short video. You can watch it on your own. It's fun. It's good. All right, we have more Swell Entertainment. Here's the thing. I do not play favorites, but if someone uploads, I'm gonna talk about it. So, um, okay. So, she's talking about TwitchCon and her review. I didn't expect her to go to TwitchCon. I know that she reviews events and stuff like that, but I don't know. It didn't seem like this would be the kind of, well, she went to VidCon. I felt that VidCon was going to be that for her. And like I'm glad she went to TwitchCon. Like apparently she has a Twitch channel. Um, okay. So she talks about her personal experience, and apparently she had a great experience with the whole event, which is not what everyone's saying. And so she acknowledges that, yeah, no, apparently that's not been the experience of people. And uh, she talks about how she noticed some of the things that people were talking about. One of the biggest things uh, for her was that she didn't see enough security there. And I can understand that. Uh, okay. I'm actually going to a convention uh next month. I need to get my tickets, but I'm going. And I'm kind of nervous. I'm gonna see how it goes because it's probably not gonna be that big. But I've been to a convention here before where it was just in someone's house. I think they were just renting a house and they had like a band set up and some artists were selling stuff. But like it wasn't like this time there's a convention center. So I'm kind of excited about that. Uh, it would be fun to make a video, but I feel like, yeah, sure, I could do that. All right, next video. Ooh, we got Wendigoon. I was actually watching this today. So it's basically about this book turned manga, and the manga is illustrated by Junji Ito, and we love we love Junji Ito. I cannot pronounce names. I'm sorry. But his work is always so great. Uh, and he talks about how the story is kind of fucked up, but then the life of the author of the original book is kind of the same as the main character and how messed up that is. I don't know. It's an interesting video if you want to hear someone talk about a story that you haven't read. It's a good video. It's also one of the longer ones, which you know I love. All right. Oh, okay. So here's the thing. This is actually a sequel to another video that I'm going to be talking about later, which is a review of Overwatch 2. I I can never get into Overwatch. I appreciate all the different characters and stuff like that, but I suck at shooting games, games where you gotta fight with other people. I actually have this game that I want to play on stream. That I'm probably gonna do at some point. Period. I'm probably gonna do it at some point. Where it's called The Bridge. This has nothing to do with anything. So this video is about how Overwatch sucks, but in a very direct way in comparison to, like, Overwatch 2 sucks in comparison to the original Overwatch. And like, that's the thing, I can't appreciate people's discussion of the game, but I cannot give an honest answer because I could never get into Overwatch, either 1 or 2, because I suck at games where you have to go against other people. If it's just you against yourself, that's great. If it's you against other people, I'm gonna lose. All right, next video. Okay, so I was just watching this actually, where this is Jarvis Johnson on his Jarvis Johnson Live, of course. And he is talking about not necessarily the Try Guys situation, because we're tired of the Try Guys situation, but about the response. Like, he is talking about this Gawker article that this basically shitting all over the Try Guys for no good reason. And not even the not even the shitty one. So that kind of sucks. And then he watches the SNL skit, like the Try Guys SNL skit, which I wouldn't have watched it on my own, because SNL is just something that I do not, my heart is not in it. There's been some good stuff. I appreciate it from the sense of, like, the history of television. It's a important thing or whatever. But other than that, I do not have any strong opinions. People say it sucks now. Maybe it does, I don't know. But yeah, no, I wouldn't have watched the SNL skit any other way. And the premise, Jarvis says it, like, the premise of the skit is not bad. It's basically, why are we talking about this? Like, the in the skit, it's CNN that's reporting on this, which of course not. But they don't really have a good grasp on the situation, and they seem to be making light of the power imbalance in the extramarital relationship, which is the thing that's the big deal. Like, I don't think anything would have. I was gonna say, I don't think anything would have happened if he would cheated on his wife with someone else. But we don't know. We can't know. All right, next video. Ooh, all right. So we got Rachel Maksy again. Sweet, lovely Rachel Maksy. And this is just a video of her chopping her hair off. And I get it. I understand. I have a picture of the hair. Basically, during the pandemic, I just grabbed, no, like, I tied my hair into ponytails and, like, chopped it off because I was growing insane. And I think that's just what you do when you're growing insane. You chop your head off. Your head off, your hair off. And no, actually, yeah, if you go insane enough, you will chop off your head. Uh, yeah, this also made me think, like, I really need a haircut. I've been I've been upset about my hair being this long for a while now. I need a haircut. This sucks. All right. Ooh, next video. We got Danny Gonzalez. If you don't know who he is, he's just a dude. He's a guy. He was from Vine. He's pretty funny. And the video is I tried ghost hunting to see if it's fake. And it's a great. Okay. This video is a great antidote for if you've been watching way too many spooky ghost hunting stuff. Like if you've been watching too many of those on YouTube and you're like, shit, there's ghosts everywhere. This video is a good antidote to that because it's just him going to a place that's supposedly very, very haunted and being like, yeah, it's kind of spooky, but it's not as haunted as people say it is. So, good video. Would recommend. I still haven't found the video of the week. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Now we have the other Danny Gonzalez. We have Drew Gooden. There's a noise happening behind me, and I do not like. Hola. Ah, sí, ¿puedes tocar otra vez el timbre? Dale, yo estoy ocupada ahora. Sí, por favor. Perdón. Chao. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, I speak Spanish. And that was not for me. The phone was ringing and it was not for me. Uh, Embarrassing, really. Oh, it would be fun if I just had a phone that people could call to during the live stream. You don't get to hear what they say. It's just me. Maybe I'm insane and just talking to no one. All right. What even was I talking about? Okay. So they talk about two movies. I'm going insane. So he talks about two movies in this video. One of them is Summertime Christmas, and it's about elves in Christmas, and apparently you can't hit your child anymore, so children are going insane, which is in and of itself insanity. What else? Oh yeah, and the other movie is about this girl that has a new family. And that has a new family. And she sucks at math. And the dog teaches her math. And then the dog is kidnapped. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. All right. Ooh, next video. This is from Watcher, you know. and it's the Ghoul Boys. It's Shane and Ryan, and it's the ghostly prisoners of Alcatraz. This is, I think this is the one. Wait, is this? Wait. Okay. This is not the one. I thought this was the one where at the beginning it just says, hey, this one might be a little more stupid than the rest. And you gotta adore that. That's why we're here. I want to see the stupid. But yeah, highlight of this is they ask the ghost if they like their haircut. Some guy died. It's a lot of people died. This is Alcatraz. And I think that they got some okay evidence. I wouldn't say it's the best evidence, because if it was the best evidence, we wouldn't be having the question of are ghosts real anymore. The answer would be yes. Okay. I can't recommend enough. Ghoul Boys. They're gonna get the ghosts. Ooh, okay. So this is from videogamedunkey. I think someone should clip just me talking on the phone in Spanish. Anyway, this is uh videogamedunkey. Apparently he's been boasting because I'm talking about him a lot. Uh so this is revisiting The Last of Us, and he talks about how when The Last of Us initially came out, everything was zombies. So this was one of many. But what really set it apart was how naturalistic the acting was, and how it focused on like facial expressions and stuff like that to tell the story, which I am a sucker for storytelling. I love storytelling. And if you're telling me that The Last of Us does that, like that's the thing. I could play The Last of Us. I would not be good at it. I would not be good at it, but I could play it. And I hear that it's a good story and it's told very naturalistically, which is nice. I can appreciate that. Ooh, okay. So this video is from Barely Sociable. They do a lot of like spooky stuff, spooky, mysterious, what's going on kind of stuff. And I love that. I love that kind of stuff. I love it. I don't talk about it much because what else is there to say other than this stuff happened and it's spooky? But this is super interesting about how when phones get stolen at like the places where phones get stolen the most are like uh, concerts and other stuff where there's like a lot of people, a lot of movement, a lot of stuff, and how people that have to like track my phone are seeing that they're ending up all in the same kind of neighborhood in China, and just what that means and why they're there. And it's super interesting. Contestant for video of the week. Maybe. All right, next video. Ooh, okay, so we got Mr. Gigi. And I very much like his uh, reviews of movies. I think that he he's a very funny guy, and also it feels, this is gonna sound like a dig at him, but it's not. It sounds like your friend is very excited to tell you about something instead of like a very polished thing. Where like this is a stylistic choice. I think that he chooses to do it this way, and it's very good. I'm not dissing him in any way, shape, or form. And I've heard about this movie before, which is Perfect Blue. And uh, he actually goes into like he reviews the movie, and then afterwards he kind of tries to break it down with the audience, like uh, who did what, why do you think that this person did this and stuff like that, and it's very interesting. I liked it. Uh, uh, I'm gonna skip this one. All right. Ooh, okay. So this one goes out. That's the thing. If you follow me on YouTube, I'll sometimes in the live stream be like, I don't want to talk about this video. But if you follow me on YouTube and you go check out the VODs, underneath the VOD in the description, I put a link to all the videos. And if and I put links to even videos that I do not talk about on the stream. So if you want to see the deep cuts, the stuff that didn't make it to the stream, you can go check it out there. I think it's connected. I think my Twitch is connected to my YouTube, so you can find it over there. All right. Oh, okay. So this video goes out to my visual effects people. It's basically about how Marvel has a chokehold on the visual effects industry, and on one hand, uh, it's kind of bleeding them dry. Like it's it's not treating people with decency. It's not letting them have enough time to actually work on the stuff that they need to work on. It's basically destroying people. And since they don't give them enough time, then the visual effects are kind of not great. And so it creates a horrible environment to be a visual effects artist, because you like Marvel is still one of the biggest companies that you can work for, but the work is going to be shit, and you're not even going to be able to have enough time to do a good job on it. So then people are going to say, oh, the visual effects suck. And it's like, it's not their fault. And this is just 20 minutes of saying that, but in a more articulate manner, in a way that makes it sound like not stupid in the way that I'm saying it. All right, next video. uh, contestant for video of the week. This is Jacob Geller with Fear of Big Things Underwater. And it's such, okay. Oof. I think that my favorite part of this video is when he talks about how, you know, we have all these stories, these old stories of like sailors that had encounters with big creatures underwater, and they were like the stuff of legends, stuff that myths and stuff like that. And then we find giant squid and stuff like that, and we realize, oh, they're just animals, and so they become mundane. But then these mundane things once again become the stuff of legends, because it's like, holy shit, these monsters that we thought about like kind of actually exist. And I think that's an interesting sentiment. um If you're afraid of the deep, I do not recommend this video. But if you're not like me, I'm not afraid of. Here's the thing: people are afraid of the ocean, and I respect that. I'm never gonna make anyone feel bad about the stuff that they're afraid of. Everyone's afraid of something, and there's no need to make fun of people uh for the things that they're afraid of. But but I'm not afraid of the deep. Like, people are like, "Ooh, you don't know what's down there," and I'm just like, "Yeah, I don't know what's anywhere." The person in the car next to you in traffic can be a serial killer, and you would never know. Are you gonna live in fear? Are you gonna go around asking everyone, like, roll down your window? Are you a serial killer? No, you just learn to live with it. You just learn to kind of hold on to the things that you know, the things you can control, and then you let everything else go. But yeah, great video. Ooh, okay. So once again, we got Miss Swell Entertainment, Miss Amanda, and I love I love this for her. She's just going around. She went on a cruise through Europe, and I'm just like, ooh, that's so nice. So good for her. And this was basically the Gone Girl cruise, and basically the way she put it, the organizers and the people attending were not very much aware that this was the Gone Girl cruise. Like, the author was there, and she was, according to her, very nice, and it was a nice experience. But, like, things could have gone better. That's my thoughts on what she talked about. Um, she also said that they told her that this was something that they were doing to bring in, like, younger people, and okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. You know how uh for the Dream SMP people, VidCon and then TwitchCon was a big deal, and uh a lot of stuff happened and whatever, and it was a bit of a mess. What if they did a cruise? What if they did a cruise? On one hand, it could go great, but on the other hand, it most likely wouldn't. And I do not wish any ill will towards anyone, but I am curious as to what would happen. Because if they want a younger crowd, that's as young as they can get. That's the youngest they can get. Otherwise, like Barney isn't even popular anymore. Paw Patrol. That's what all the kids are watching nowadays. Paw Patrol. And Doc McStuffins. So those are the age ranges. Paw Patrol and Doc McStuffins. The Dream SMP. Then you got Gone Girl. And then you got people that actually go on cruises. The 4 age ranges. Okay, next video. Okay. So this is what I was talking about earlier. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is the prequel to the video that videogamedunkey did and that I showed previously, which is Welcome to Overwatch 2, and he's basically making a review of just having to wait in the fucking lobby to get into a match, and how that sucks, and it takes forever. And I'm just like, yeah, sure. Once again, I'm not a big person into Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2 was not made for me, is what I'm gonna say. Ooh, okay, next video. Ah. So this is once again from Schaffrillas. And this is why Pikmin 2 is the weakest one. Pikmin is one of those games that I feel like I could get really into, but it just kind of passed me by. And he kind of breaks down a lot of the stuff that is not wrong, but just like the title says, like why Pikmin 2 is not as good as the other stuff. I'm gonna try something actually. Let's see if this. I turned off the closed captioning to see if the bit rates go up. Hopefully they do. I just looked in the camera and these could be like little bit cat ears. They're not. They could be, but they're not. Anyway, why Pikmin 2 is just not as good as the other Pikmin. And you know what? If he says so, I trust his judgment. Okay, next video. Ooh, okay. This is someone whose content I really like, which is Maggie May Fish. And this is part 2 actually of something that she was talking about in a previous video, which is how Joseph Campbell's and the hero's journey is kind of bullshit in a way. It kind of sucks because of several reasons. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. How, and specifically, the title refers to how when World War II started, Joseph Campbell was like, actually, we shouldn't get involved in this because German history and German culture and stuff like that. It's a good video. I'm making it sound like a dumb video, but it's a good video. Highly recommend. Okay, now this. This is something. This is the video by Sarah Z. It's called Sacrificial Trash. And it talks about something that I've noticed before, a phenomena, if you will, where sometimes minority people make something that is not very good. And, you know, it gets torn to shreds. And, you know, most people are not tearing it to shreds because they're against this minority, but the people orchestrating the tearing to shreds definitely are. But you can't really defend this stuff because it's not really good. So it becomes sacrificial trash. And the examples that she uses are the Ghostbusters 2016 reboot and the High Guardian Spice. And I have seen the 2016 movie, and my opinions on it was that it was fine. It was not particularly good, but it was not egregiously bad. But like that's the thing, that's the point. This stuff is supposed to be, you know, you're not gonna put your life on the line to defend this. And that's what creates, that's what makes it sacrificial. Because, you know, hateful people would tear to shreds everything that minorities do regardless. But when the thing is good, they don't really have a leg to stand on. So then when it's bad, they can really go to town. Video of the week contestant. All right, we got more Swell. So this video, she's talking about Vid Summit, which is very interesting because I had never heard about Vid Summit before. And I'm the kind of person that keeps up with this kind of stuff. So I was very, very much intrigued. And apparently it's a convention that very much focuses on content creators over anything else. It is for them, not for the audience. And so it's very much more like Talking Shop, very much more focused on that kind of thing. And it looks like something I'll be very much interesting going to. But something that was very interesting, Mr. Beast was very much involved in this. I think it's hosted by him. And I do not dislike Mr. Beast. I just hate that everything is becoming Mr. Beast. You know? I don't talk about that kind of stuff here because I think that stuff can be better. Like, no, there's a time and a place for Mr. Beast kind of stuff. But it should not be the biggest thing. I don't know. I'm just talking in circles. Ooh, okay. We got some more Rachel Maksy. She did a lady version of Billy from Hocus Pocus. And I feel like I'm going to be crucified for this, but I haven't actually watched Hocus Pocus. I have a vague idea of what it's about. I know that there's the witches. But honestly, I felt so bad for this because the process was making the whole attire and then making it look like haggard and shit. And I felt so bad. Like, it's fine. Like, that's the point. That's what it was made of for. But I still felt very bad. Well, good video. Okay. So this is a bit different. This is not a video. This is a playlist. I sound a little bit deranged. But honestly, if you knew what this is about, you would be too. So, this is a playlist about the complete history of the Super Mario 64 A button challenge. And you know what that is? That is the most insane shit in gaming. It's the most insane shit in gaming. Basically, it's Super Mario 64, classic game. And what if you play the whole game without ever jumping? And in the beginning, it's normal stuff like, ooh, you can do this, you can do that. Then it gets a little more insane, like, ooh, you can clone this, and there's a whole, and there's a this, and there's a that. And then you get to the stuff that everyone was memeing on several years ago, which is like the scuttlebug's positioning and the parallel dimensions and stuff like that. And oh boy, it goes nuts. Here's the thing. This is by Bismuth. Bismuth? Terrific stuff. Amazing. Wow. Wowee. And also, so I listen to stuff in order to fall asleep. And I've been listening to this playlist because the voice is so calming and it has like piano versions of the Super Mario music. And it's just so lovely. It's so lovely. It's lovely and terrific. If you need something to listen to in the background, this is amazing. Go ahead and do it. Ooh, okay. Next video, another one with Caitlin, 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 Caitlin Reilly, which is every video on Vogue's YouTube channel. And here's the thing. It's mostly about how people are like being quirky just to be quirky. It she has a toaster as a bag, you know, people, fashion people, whatever. Ooh, all right. This is by Skip Intro, and it's why you should watch the rehearsal. And it's a good video. It's very interesting. I talked about the Ro Ramden video about the rehearsal a little while back, and it very much seems like the kind of stuff that I would be into. But here in this video, they touch on something that Ro didn't touch on, which is how this is kind of social anxiety taken to the extreme. And I can really understand that. Like I have a lot of anxiety, but not very much social anxiety, but it's because it kind of goes into the whole thing of the rehearsal where I have the scripts preloaded into my brain of what's going to happen in different situations. So I'm not gonna get taken aback by the grocery clerk. I'm not gonna be uh, surprised by, you know, having a conversation with, I don't know, a secretary or something like that, because I just have that preloaded in my brain. If and that's kind of the rehearsal, where basically instead of having the scripts preloaded in your brain, you just pretend to do the thing before you do it. And I don't know, I think it's very interesting as a concept. And I hear it goes off the rails later on, which, yeah, it seems like the kind of premise that would go off the rails pretty easily. So, highly recommend. Ooh, okay. So this is Big Joel. We love Big Joel. And this video is I talked about him, I think, last time, where he was doing a video about how the Disney remakes kind of suck. But this one is about Jordan Peterson and IQ, and he's very much like Jordan Peterson is very much obsessed with IQ, and it's because he correlates IQ to poverty. You cannot get rid of poverty because some people are just too stupid to work, and he needs this to be a biologically unchangeable, unsurmountable thing because it justifies the world in his view. So the video goes more into depth in this, but it's a good video. Would recommend. Ooh, this is another one that I'm gonna keep for myself. Okay, this is it. This is from Watcher. The Nightmare Nuns of St. Ignatius, featuring Garrett Watts. And I don't know enough about Garrett Watts. Someone should tell me about that. But the video is good. We love some good old ghost hunting, and we love the people that do it. Okay. Ooh. All right. This is from Daniel Howell. That is constantly torturing me because he is promoting his tour that I cannot go to. And this is a bit of a promo for it. You got people outside talking about it, and I'm so sad. I'm so sad. But it's a good video. I highly like. I fully support Dan doing his whole thing of promoting his tour because I love him. He does great stuff. All right, next video. Ooh, this is from Jack Saint. It's a very interesting video because it's about how you can get sucked into the whole cycle of YouTube and stuff like that, and how kind of to how it kind of takes a lot to get over it, and sometimes you will fail. And also, he's in Utah now. All right, good for him. I've never been to Utah. Probably won't ever be going to Utah. But, you know, he seems to be enjoying himself. Good for him. Ooh, we got another Jarvis Johnson, this one from his Gold channel. And it is terrible dating advice that also costs money. And it's just basically a breakdown of one of those things that's like, get women really into you now. Uh, which is always fun. It's always fun to break down how these things are stupid. Uh, he says that if enough people watch this video, he might actually buy the thing to see how it is. And I would love to see that. All right, next video. Ooh, okay. This is from Hazariel Costumes. I'm probably not saying it right. But yeah, she made a whole ass wig with a secret stash. And honestly, I love that. That is the look that I would be going for every day if I could. If it wasn't exhaustingly hot out here. Let's see, she's gonna open the door at one point. Look at that. And it kind of blends in pretty well. I love the little curls on the side too. All right, next video. Ooh. I love Bill Works. He always does some great stuff. This is about two friends that go to the beach, but actually they're buying a painting. Good stuff. Short little video. I don't think there's any music in it. I could play right now, but I'm not going to because you should go watch the video. Ooh, okay. This one is an informative video. Everyone, if you're watching me, switch to Firefox. Go Firefox. Google hates you and is trying to leech off of you all the information that they can to sell to advertisers. And we don't like that. We don't like that at all. So I would recommend, you know, stop using Google Chrome. But this basically is just how uh, they're using the power that they have to get rid of ad blockers, which, so here's the thing. For streamers and YouTubers and people like that, ads are important. Ads are how they make money. And you would think that I would care about that if I'm doing Twitch. But honestly, if you if you don't want to see ads, that's fine. Get an ad blocker. It's okay. You have my blessing. All right, next video. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We got a cute one. Cute video. It's, I keep pressing the wrong button. So, we got from Quality Culture, Frog and Toad and the Philosophy of Simple Living. So here's the thing. It's very interesting because I know that Frog and Toad are a whole book series, but I did not get to see the book series when I was younger. I didn't get to see the book series at all. And so all that I get from Frog and Toad are this, what they're talking about, the philosophy of simple living, the kind of thing that people gravitate towards from Frog and Toad, and what makes it cute and sweet and comfy and cozy. And it's a good video of kind of breaking down what the philosophy is and why people like it. So good video. Ooh, okay. So another thing that I've been really into lately is from the channel Goose Boost, and they have this thing for October, which is Promathon, where they just talk about different spooky stuff. And I've been really into it, and I highly recommend it. They talk about a lot of stuff. Yeah, highly recommend it if you want a little spook. Since it's October, get into it. Ooh, okay. So this is a very interesting video. This is by, let's see, Spaceman Scott. And it's called Markiplier, Welcome to the Game, and the Ethics of Developer Trolling. And it talks about something that I actually didn't know about that pertains to the Markiplier lore, which is that apparently he was doing a live stream of Welcome to the Game too. And people have this theory that the developer of the game was kind of fucking with him the whole time and making it unwinnable. And I love that. I love that theory. And Scott kind of breaks down what is the precedent for this, if developers can do this, if they should do this, and did it actually happen with Markiplier? And I think it's a very interesting watch, even if you don't care about Markiplier, which I figure a lot of people don't. But it's a good video. It's pretty good. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get myself some more wine because I finished my glass. I'm gonna chug it, and then I'm gonna end stream. Actually, I'm gonna raid someone. I think, let's see. I saw that Foldable Human was streaming. Ah, yeah, and he still is. All right, perfect. So, let's have a nice chug of great wine, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye. 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 Bye.